Hello students, today I am going to explain the next practical, that is the coefficient of friction for flat belt, right? So here in this practical our aim is determination of coefficient of friction for flat belt. As in the classroom online classes we have already discussed the derivation of the belt friction, and we know the formula. What is the expression? T2 by T1 is equal to E raised to mu s into beta, right? So this is the expression for the flat belt friction. So here I'll explaining the how to take the reading on the belt friction apparatus. Now in this practical we have two cases, case 1 and case 2. So in a case 1 beta is a constant, and in a case 2 our small tension is a constant, T1 is a constant, right? So let's begin with the case 1. Here you can see the belt apparatus where this is the main pulley. The flat belt is passing over the pulley. This is guided pulley. It is a frictionless, so there is no any friction. So we are not going to consider any friction or coefficient of friction here. So it is a frictionless. This is the main pulley, and flat belt is passing over the this pulley. Clear? Now, as we know that this is the T2 and T1. T1 is a smaller tension. T2 is a greater tension. Now, in this practical, here we have to observe at which point the belt is about to move, because this is the impending motion where belt is about to move. So that's why here we are going to apply the load here. So this is half kg and half kg. You can see that it is in a static condition. There is no any motion in the belt. Clear? So here we are going to apply the load, and also this is the T1 small tension. Now we will observe at which point this T2 is about to move downside. That is the impending motion, means belt is about to move, not in actual motion. And at that point we will record the reading, and that will be our reading for to find the coefficient of the static friction, right? So I will show the one demo reading, how to take the reading and how to observe the belt is about to move. Clear? So ma'am, you apply the load here. Student, this is our small tension, this is our greater tension. So our maximum load will be at this side. This is the T2 side and this is the T1 side. So ma'am, you please apply the load. So you please carefully observe the motion of the belt, where the belt is about to move. Ma'am is applying the load here. So there is no any motion, so we have to again apply the load, small load. Yeah, just remove that load initially, right? So okay, after this 3 half and half, it is a half kg,
half kg.
So 1.5 kg. Now we will apply this small load just to means this belt is about to move, right? So ma'am, you just please apply this small load.
Just give a small jerk.
So by applying this small load, it is 50 gram, right?
Yes.
So this belt is about to move. So that is the impending motion where belt is about to move. And that point we have to record the reading. So let's record the reading. This is a T1. So T1 is our half kg. Now this is a T2. Now T2 is a total weight how much? 1.5 plus 50 gram, right? So total weight is a T2. So that is our greater tension. And after that, by using the expression, we have to calculate the mu s. So here beta is the contact angle between the from A point to B point, which is the 90 degree. So that is a beta. Beta is always in a radians. So use all this value, and by using the expression, you will get the mu s. Okay. Now ma'am will explain for case 2 where T1 is a constant, which is the small tension.
So now in the second case we will keep this value, like T1 is constant and T2 beta, and this is beta, and this is T2 is constant, T1 is constant, and beta and T1 are changing. So you can change the angle by losing this screw. So this pointer is showing the lap angle. In the first case we kept the lap angle constant, means the belt laps on the pulley in 90 degree area, means the belt is leaving its contact at these two tangent points. This is the lap angle. Now you can change the lap angle to different one by losing this screw. Now for second case we will keep the lap angle as 45 degree, 60 degree, 75, 90, 105 and so on. You can take maximum angle up to 180 degree. So let us find out the T2 for 60 degree lap angle, and this is constant value T1 as half kg. Now keep on going adding weights.
At that side. Oh, as it is. Oh, change the.
This value is constant. Now while taking the readings, you take care that the belt should not touch the sides of the pulley. We want only bottom contact of the pulley with the belt. You can see it is moving with acceleration, so that we don't want. So for that, what we will do, we will add some small weights in it. Keep this in the inverted fashion. Now we removed that half kg and we are going on putting 50 gram weights.
About to move.
Now this is about to move. So this is the done reading. So likewise you can take 5 set of angles, different angles, and observe T2.
Ma'am, what is now T1 and what is T2? Please tell us the final values of T1, T2.
Okay. So for second case, we are keeping this as 1 kg constant, and this is T2. This is half, 1, 1.5, 2 kg plus 100 gram, 200 gram and 300 gram. This 2.3 kg. This T2 is total for 1 kg T1. T2 is 2.3 kg.
Okay. And now we will be changing the angles and
Yes.
we will give you readings.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Anita Ahire, and thank you, Madam Varsha Kulkarni. So we will send this video to our students. Thank you.
Thank you.